Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Dearly seniors, it is me here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And this is going to be a shorter video. I have not been able to think of a single thing that I have wanted to talk about today. However, one of the things that I have wanted to do is to go to my storage unit, drag out at least a handful of various like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games, along with my PSX, PS1, and maybe my PlayStation 2, because some of these things I haven't fired up for so long. I'd be lucky if the capacitors haven't exploded and sprayed their junk all over the inside of the motherboards, thus destroying the circuitry. So that's one reason I want to bring them in, to see if they still function. And then number two is I want to see about, if they don't work, playing them on the laptop here, because I still like PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. There's a lot of PlayStation 1 games that are hard to play, and there are some that are different enough. Like I like the game Darkstone on PlayStation and Darkstone on PC, and they have to make concessions to make it work on the PlayStation, and it's interesting. The limitations make for a different type of game periodically, and that's a good thing. And then of course there are plenty of just PlayStation, exclusive types that are fun on their own. Now I know there are lots of games like Akuji the Heartless for PlayStation 1 that I got like in 96 or 97. That would be pretty hard for people to play right now, because you can only jump on predetermined square sizes, and it's slow moving up, and it shows you in slow motion pans where things are that you have to go. If you're not used to that sort of thing, it's going to just turn you off. I mean, I was watching a video by a fellow who played and beat the game Morrowind just this year, and the game is as old as he is, and he found it so hard to play. Now, he still managed to play it, got into the systems, and enjoyed them. Largely because there's friends of his that just will not play, and they refuse. And there's people online that will not play. They refuse because the systems are just so primitive. And I understand why people hate the combat systems, because it's die roll. And if you've got a really low skill on, say, short blade, you're going to be swinging your blade at the bad guy, and it's going to be looking like it's going right into their chest. And they're just standing there, and it's whiffing. And only like every 7th or 8th hit is an actual hit, because it's doing die rolls behind the scenes. It's not doing, is it just the player model in the three-dimensional space? Is the blade 3D model interacting where the other 3D model would be? I personally like the die roll type, but then I like die roll type of stuff, because, as Tim Kaine, the developer of Fallout, has talked about, there is player skill versus character skill. Morrowind uses character skills. Every time you attack, it doesn't matter how you swing there are various types of maneuvers, but what I'm saying is, when you swing the sword, it's not where the space is, the blade is, and in three-dimensional space, you swing, it rolls the dice just immediately, and it's the die roll of the character that determines whether the blade is going to hit the bad guy. Player skill is when you have to physically make your character swing the three-dimensional sword, 3D model through 3D space, and you have to hit the other guy. It doesn't matter what the character skill is. In fact, they don't have a skill, most likely. And if they do, it's to only do general modifiers to what you as the player are doing. Which is, to jump around still, why I like the older Fallout games, because they are character stuff. Though, of course, you can just go into straight bang, 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 bang for Fallout 3 in New Vegas. where, you know, try to hit them with character skill, go into VATS, well, player skill, go into VATS, and it's character skill, straight percentages of your character, instead of how well you are swinging your gun around to try and blast them with an energy shot. They use character skill, not player skill. Fallout 4 largely uses player skill and not character skills. I like character skills. That gives the character importance and something to do, and it gives the player, with the occasional bit of player skill, something to do as well. So you're not just running while your character does stuff, and you're not just having the character just be a placeholder for you and doesn't do anything while all the skill is on you. So that's why I like the older type ones and not the newer ones, with, you know, newer Fallout, the new Skyrim, even Skyrim from what is it, 13 years ago now? Even that one, you know, it's player skill. I'm not really big on that. And again, you go, oh look, they've got skills in there on the skills type tree, and yeah, it's modifications to let, you know, when you're swinging through the air, but it's not changing the fact that it's you and not the character. But that's just me. So, still, anyway, my plans are, after I render, edit, and upload this, I'm going to go over to my storage unit. I'm going to grab it, hopefully, I got to get to the crate that I put all my video game stuff in. And I got to drag out the consoles, and hopefully the cables are easy to find. Because right now, I have a monitor that is not being used. When my PlayStation 4 worked, because I need a replacement PlayStation 4, when my PlayStation 4 worked, I played it on the other monitor. So I got one monitor for the computer, one monitor for a broken console. So I might as well bring in one of my other consoles. If they still work, hook them up and play. I should probably check on my Dreamcast, see if it works, plug it in, because there was some issues with that, so we shall see. I really like the Dreamcast. It's an awesome system. Yay! But past that, I have just been playing video games, going on walks, trying to think of all of creative things to do for my solo setting, and then once again, talking about all my various settings, you know, because I have the whole inside outside, which has the razor's edge and includes the cryptid stuff, and even the solo RPG setting is just a layer on the razor's edge, so it's all interconnected. And now I can't remember why I even brought it up, other than just to say I've been thinking about it and trying to remember exactly what I was saying. Oh, I hate ADHD, and I'll keep saying that every single time. It rips the thoughts out of my head, because I loathe and despise ADHD. Which, to be honest, I have ADD, attention deficit disorder, which is a subset of ADHD. My sister has attention deficit hyperactive disorder, if that's what it is. I can't remember anymore. Which is weird, because normally that's what boys get, and ADD is normally what girls get, and we traded. So, thumbs up for that. So, I am going to edit, render, upload, continue. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about my setting. I can't remember why. I had a brief flash about I remember now. Oh my God, if you're still watching, please and thank you. You are beautiful and awesome people. If you could write extra strength into the comments to let me know that you watched this far, to the inane ramblings of an old man, thank you so very much. You are beautiful and awesome people. Let's see if I can remember why I was trying to talk about this. Yes, because I was out walking and thinking about this one, where my settings are also places where I do short stories about them in. Even if I haven't written them down on paper, I've been writing them up here. I need to get them written down. But on my normal settings of the fantasy setting and the razor's edge and the inside and the outside, these are all tales of generally hope. People that might get beaten down, but they get back up and they do better. You know, in the wood chipper of life, they get thrown into it, either individually or as a group of people who they learn the value of friendship. You know, but you're thrown face first into the wood chipper. Individually, you'll come out the other side, maybe with scrapes and cuts and scars. If you have a group, maybe even one of the group dies. But you still come out the other side, and collectively, aside from the dead person, everybody comes out for the better. It's a Hallmark movie moment where you're actually better as a person because of the hardships that you went through, either as that group or as an individual. My cryptid stories aren't that. The cryptid stories are more people get thrown face first into the wood chipper and they come out the other side broken, bleeding, crawling through the mud. Crawling with only one arm because the other arm is holding their badly bleeding belly and their legs just aren't working right. And they're crawling to find a hole in the ground that they can crawl into to get out of the rain and lick their wounds in the darkness and until the end. They're not happy stories. There is happiness and pleasantries. I can English, I promise you. There is happiness and pleasantries, but on the whole, you get thrown into the wood chipper, and what comes out the other side is just looking for a place to lie down and wait until it all stops hurting. So thumbs up for that. Anyway, though, I hope you can do what you would like to do today, and if not, please do not beat yourself up. If you've watched this far, I do have links to a GoFundMe down in the description. I'm trying to get a computer that will play at least semi-modern games moderately well and be able to record I mean, more than just that, because that's what this does. I'm trying to get something that will play at least modern games moderately well, that'll be able to record video, and that I can edit and render video upon. I have to do everything on tablet because that does not do it. If you could donate, that would be awesome. But only donate if it does not hurt you. I'm not trying to grift. I'm not trying to harm anyone financially. If you have enough money and you have paid for your basic needs and all of your wants and desires and of what you have left, it would not hurt to donate any. Only at that point, if all of those things are true, then I would ask you to think about donating. Otherwise, please do not. I am not trying to grift. And hey, if you left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. I'll get back to the Patreon people. I'm doing this all out of order. If you left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated. I read as many as YouTube shows me. I thumbs up and heart each one that they allow. I answer as many as I can English. My nerve compression symptoms will allow. So thumbs up and thank you much. And if you are a Patreon patron, you are beautiful and awesome. You take me from a position of hurting to a position of still hurting, just not as badly. And that is appreciated. And especially in today's American economy, that's really all I can ask for. Thank you so very much. It is a wonderful thing. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. Oh, maybe even an itchy lip, just like I got. Ah! Boy, don't you gotta love itchy lips. I can't remember where I was in that, so you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Thumbs up. Thank you much. Again, no wisdom. I am just a miserable pile of secrets. What wisdom could I have?